Welcome to part 3 of the Maserati Boomerang build-up. Here's where we left off from part 2. I decided to go full send and fill in the wheel wells with evergreen plastic. Then incorporated that magical light and sound device into the front balance. Next I wound about 3 feet of Hobby Lobby's EL wire lighting inside and outside the body. Let's move on and do something with these wheels. As soon as I opened this kit, I thought the wheels were pretty far out. They sort of look like some kind of thrusters, which was likely what inspired the direction of this build. I had an idea of working the wheels back into the current design. I painted a pair silver as a test to see what they might look like. Then I simply took some solder and a piece of aluminum tubing. That all got bent to form an axle of sorts, maybe more of an actuator, to mount the wheels at an angle to sort of make them look like side thrusters. Next I looked inside. I figured it needed a figure. A flying car would look pretty silly if it didn't have a driver. I looked into my stash and decided the seated driving female from this Fujimi kit would fit well. I chose a female because, well, it's a flying Maserati. Seems appropriate. She needed to be reposed to fit inside the interior. The seating position is pretty laid back. The oddball steering wheel needed to be extended to fit as well. We're still working on that. So a flying car is one of those things I've always wanted to build. I thought the Back to the Future Part 2 DeLorean was pretty cool. I had ideas how to make a flying car, but when I saw this Citroen that Laser Creation World built a few months ago, I had to make one for myself. To make it fly, or in this case levitate, you need a levitator. Laser Creation World used a levitator that cost more than $100. Model car builders are cheap, and I wasn't going to spend $100 to make mine levitate. I'm sure if you have a PhD or engineering degree, you can make a levitator from some rusty nails and some leftover wire. I went to the Google machine to see if there was some kind of cheap alternative. What I found was this 7-color magnetic levitation floating nightlight rotating 6-inch globe world map. Wow. It was only $8.40 with free shipping. I bought 2. Just so you know, the prices fluctuate on these kind of things, so it's likely been adjusted. So here are my 2 $8 levitators. So let's do an unboxing. What does one get for $8? That appears to be some kind of stand. That is quality control. Ooh. The electromagnetic levitation globe. Oh, this will be fun. Like a plug. Then this is exciting. Ooh. Let's open it this way. So there we have it. Oh, slippery. It is sealed for air protection, and that is the globe. Ooh, has information. All right. And that is the levitation base. Ooh, that looks like a UFO. So there is the levitating globe that in fact levitates. That's pretty fun. Now, let's see what goes on inside of the globe. Alright,
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to disintegrate the earth. Oh, that was fast. My Dremel just died. The earth broke my Dremel. We might need to. No. There we go. The earth is strong. I think I'm gonna have to charge the Dremel. Actually, folks, we went and got the corded Dremel. Don't try this at home, folks. All right, I think we went all the way around. Okay, now it smells like hot melted globe. Let's crack this egg open. See what makes the world. Ooh. Okay, look at that. That is the magic that we were after. Looks like there's some Phillips head screws in there. I need to get that out. That looks like technology. So let's get that piece out. Ooh, it's magnetic. Who would have thought? Ooh, careful. There's one. I don't know if it's actually going to come out since it's magnetic. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. I hope I don't get shocked. I've never done this before. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty fun right there. All right. Earth. Bye-bye. I don't know what we can do with those. I don't know how that can be repurposed. Brazil. Arctic Ocean. Oh, Russia. Kazakhstan. That's pretty fun. All right, back to this. One thing about the levitation device, it does take a little bit of effort to get it into its sweet spot, because it'll jump real fast when it's not in its sweet spot. And then you gotta pull it off with some effort. That's what it looks like. So, how this works, sweet spot, and you can feel it. Oh, missed it. Missed it. It's kind of hard to do, holding the. Two hands are better than one to do this operation. Ooh, it's like making weird noises. There it is. There it is. And it levitates. I mean, it really levitates. I don't want to put any metal. You don't want to put any metal in there in between it. But let's see.
Okay, time to move on and figure out a way to attach this securely to the model. This is a strong and somewhat heavy magnet. I didn't like the idea of having a big silver circle stuck to the bottom of the model. Unlike the Laser World Citroen, the Boomerang is very narrow. And remember, it just got filled up with a pasta boat full of light-up spaghetti wire. I had this snap-top box that the magnet fit nicely inside of. It was just a little too tall though. So out came a razor saw to section the box.
So we've been cutting on this thing. I kind of just work my way around it while trying not to lose a digit. I want to minimize any kind of sanding. Stuff is kind of not very easy to cut. Ooh, there it goes. Boop. There we go. Anybody need one of these? Next up is my Easy Touch hand sander. Be better if it's straight up. Use this thing. If I do this, it's gonna make a really annoying sound. So that's why I kind of just turn the sound off sometimes. So I put the magnet in the box with a piece of double-sided tape to secure it. Ran some electrical tape around the edges just to conceal it. And so now that is secure in there. I've also removed the copper wiring around it that powered the little LED. I don't know if I'm going to use that. It kind of was just a little cheesy, but we shall see. The chassis has had the battery cover glued in and is mostly flat, as you can see, and there's just really no place to incorporate that into the car, especially having a full interior, which I wanted to keep. So I think I'm going to add more electrical tape. More fun with electrical tape. It's like, I know this is extremely riveting. Oh, make sure it gets on there somewhat straight. this point in time, this is mainly for mock-up purposes. To see if it's actually going to work. Because electrical tape is cheap. Okay. Let's just cut that. Strong tape. Put one more around here. We don't want this thing flying off into outer space. Aha. It's not pretty yet. We'll figure that out. So here's the moment we've all been waiting for. Yes, the car levitates. And it sort of will just get a mind of its own. He'll start really spinning. Ooh. That's pretty snifty.
Now that the car is levitating, this seems like a good place to stop. Next up will be painting and finishing. And I'm bouncing around a few ideas about how to do that. But I know it won't be finished by the May 1st deadline for this group build. That's okay, because I'll be heading to the Greater Salt Lake Model Car Championships. I even built a new car that I'll be debuting there. We'll talk more about that in a future video, because I have all kinds of model car stories to tell. Thanks for watching.